trying to fight somebody about it. You see? So more likely it put you through a bad purpose. Doesn't really help that much, does it? More attacks are going on, right? So much drama is being caused. Because people are so cranky these days because they don't sleep well. When they try to talk to a friend, they'll fight about it. And then something gets hurt first. And then the next day, they just don't talk to you. They're just off, buzzing around with their friends. But I always say, find some way to do to them back. Because every situation that comes at you, don't ignore it. Ignoring is not the best option. Because they say ignoring bad things is the best thing of your life. Not all the time. Certain things, certain negative things you can't ignore. Certain you can. You see? So why not just go after them? That's what it is. Because now they're on your record. What's it going to do? I don't. Really, they don't. Not at all. Now so many people are putting in this up into your family. This goes on the charge itself. And now they're getting arrested for it. Because they cannot put their body to a right set. And that isn't good. And me, I'm tired of it myself, too. Because I don't want to see it. I don't want to have to go through it like everyone else is doing. Yeah, it puts a lot right there and right there. Because yes, it does too much. But you see, you have to think of this. You have to think about those things you make. That's something that comes in the way. It comes in the way, you see. When you perform, and you sing, another thing comes in the way. But you have to be certain, find ways, find a time to take care of it first before getting into other needs. If you do that, it makes it easier for you. It makes it easier for me when I try it. There are smarter ways this can happen. People may not like what you say, but so what? So many rooms are being spread around. See, that's the thing. When they're having bad moments, it's alright. It's just fun. It's just fun for someone else to see it. Like, no help can come. When I try to help, they complain about it. Right? But then, when I'm having it, I'm going through it, no one's looking at it, they come to you, and they say, like, they just don't care. They're just watching you and just laughing at you, because they don't care. But when they have it, it's a different story. See, and this is what I expect to happen. That those people that put you through those wrongs because of their fault. It's their fault. That's a better way to say it. I just wish that they could have seen the same price, regretting what they did so soon. Right there. I see. Ignoring people is not the best choice. And they always hate being stared at. First of all, just because they're always getting looked at, their eyes are their own. You cannot control what they see. You cannot control what they do. Right? Their eyes are their own. Because they have rights to stare at people. People don't like being stared at. Some don't because they think it's weird. But if they don't like it, why not just ignore it? Just ignore it. tell mean people on this planet, say this. I don't want you looking at me. Ew, bye. He's too ugly for me. Come on. That's childish behavior. That's childish. Even teenagers are doing it too. That's childish. Seriously. Like, more likely you never intend to grow up with it. Seriously, you don't. Because now this is going against your record. People are fighting with you. We can't even take our time, right? And when we can't take our time, complaints have to go around. Trouble, altercations have to go around. We have to fill out statement forms for those bad choices we made. And apologize to those people that put us on the bad side. That caused our harm. That caused all the wrongs. We have to apologize to them. That's not fair. And they do it sometimes because of how they feel, sometimes for their families, sometimes for their friends, sometimes for their people. We sick and tired of them. I am. They say, can we stop this? It's not really easy to just do anything and how. It must have its own purpose, otherwise you can't do that. Not every day, not every time. He's always doing things anyhow. But in my mind, it's like I want to use something to get back up. It's like I want to use something to harm them. Use something to make them pay. Bad that they've been these past days. How the worst has come to them, man. How the affections are always starting. Because yes, you're right, it's getting old. I know what I'm talking about. If I didn't have any problems with this, if I had nothing to say about this, I wouldn't be making this video right now. I wouldn't. So the thing is that they just have to be aware of what they put themselves through. But they don't. It's just not learning that fact. He's getting old. He's getting old now. Jane did not have to be. See? Because of careers. Because of things that go on. When someone needs help really bad, when they ask a question, especially when conversations go on, another person will complain. Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm tired. You need to stop that big ass, for real. Because you're just out there calling people out. It's an interruption. But if I go out to tell myself, oh, you could just say it like this. No, they will not take it. But if someone tries to do it to me, to tell me how to talk better to a person who put me through through a hard time that got me really angry on the inside, when I didn't want to let it out, I would refuse that because I wouldn't do it. Yeah, because of how stuttering goes on. Special kids are being treated, and you guys don't judge them. But the way how I talk, when I have stuttering problems, some of you complain. Some people complain. They used to. You see, I don't think that happened. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. I'm glad. But it's going around, so must everything I do annoy you? Must how I look annoy you? They just say it because so. But some people come to tell us, don't mind them. They're just haters. They just want to hate us because they're jealous of you. They don't want to tell you no. If they're gonna be jealous of me, I have to get the answer out of myself to find out. Because I won't let it just stay in the way. At some point, the answer has to come out. Whether it's true how they feel, or they just say it because of other people. We have to get something out of it. Something has got to go. Because I'm not going to try to live there forever. See how people think of me is wrong. If they have something to tell me, they can just come and tell me. Why did they have to wait so long to have that matter? You see, that is good. And he's also pointing out too many times, I say. Maybe some people are having rough times and hardships. Those going around the world. You know, people are just like writing it down. They're just making a fake stuff up because of how people are too close to others. That personal space is taken. I understand that. I understand when personal space is being taken up too much. It kind of feels weird, and I can see that point. But why at that fact that they have to complain? Why do they have to complain for that matter? They look at it as a problem. They just randomly tell you to just stay away from random people. You don't just stay away from people unless it's for an intentional reason. And it does matter a lot. Because if no wrongs happen, then why should that be so? Why should that be so if that's not the case? So because of what people do, what people have, what they train, what they learn for, and it's not their fault, you see. But it's against its own will to just go out there and then you just expect to just hate someone anyhow because of what's in your mind and who you're jealous of. No. At some point, that answer inside is going to have to come out. And somebody's got to make that happen because it's been there too long. This is going on for now, what? 4 years? You want to say anything? Seriously. Why though? Why this planet? Why here? Why me? Why others? And I'm not talking about bullying. This is nowhere close to bullying. No. That's old school stuff. I'm talking about the types and the ways. And my point is that I suggest ideas that can support what I'm saying. That's the point of me saying this in this video. And that fact that I always go through it. They said because people are always so much tired of it. You don't do that here. Most definitely. They say it's against the rules. But really, you're going to look at the problem for yourself. They tell me it could be true. Because I'm lazy is a bad thing. When you go to advise people about it, they don't care what you tell them. They think it's funny because like, nah, it's a joke. They hear you as a joke. They take you as a joke. They see you as a joke. But they don't understand the purposes that you try to tell them. You see, in shows it's different. People get nervous. But no, here is different. There is different. So where does it happen here? Where does it end and where does it continue? Because I don't have to keep going through this with others every time. Not every moment. Come on now. It's the same thing. It's getting old. It has to stop. It's always getting somewhere. You know? things random people talk about, but it doesn't change unless someone changes it. Because of how people smell, because of what they do, because of how they look. Is it because they don't have enough? I always find out my ways to help others. I always do. They just don't intend to take it. Do they? And then, when it comes to those crimes, when it comes to those things, anarchy happens. See? And then something has to be told. Ignorance goes on. When you see someone that you're really, really concerned about, that you're jealous of, that sometimes you just want to beat them up for that matter, it just goes by you. Nothing's like really said to you. And who isn't sick and tired of that matter? Who isn't sick and tired of that point? Because of the jealousy. Because of what they think. Because of what they have. Because my mom tells me, just ignore them. They're jealous of you. They just don't want to tell you. No. At some point, that truth has to come out. At some point, that truth has to come out. Because it's got to get beaten out of them. Somebody has to beat it out of them, because it's not going to stay in that body forever. And me, I don't want that to happen, and I don't expect it to, never. But so how it was, right? No, the wills in life, phones are still being called. People are still being there. Variations are still being said. Now I have people I know that I talk about that I'm always up against. I can mention one of them to you. So more like this one right here, right? Okay. That's a fact. So, and more times, I've been more against you, How we used to be cool, what we used to do, all the trouble we used to have. That leads to the wrong purpose because it's an old ship over at some point. Go. See, that inside you, that negativity you always have against someone without any reason, that needs to stop. That needs to stop because they don't have any reason to just do. They just come out of nowhere and then just complain. They don't have any reason to. Yeah. They just jump out of nowhere, attack the person, misbehave, and then they cause the harm, the worst of the trouble in your life every time in there. Yeah. But some people thank God that they have someone better that they trust who don't let them down so easily. Not even close to it. Not even close to it being easy. Way far from that. And I do too, kind of. But they're just proud of it. The ones that are good to you don't betray them. They say. Always gotta stick around with the good. And don't stick with the bad. So more times you gotta look through it. You gotta see. We gotta talk through it. You gotta look up things. Suddenly it's gonna get there. Right? Last one. I'm gonna talk about this, right? Where this always gets in the way. The times, right? When like school students, high schoolers always let things get through them anyhow. Because, they're not strong enough to fight it back. Not in physical. Not that way. It's not about wrong. It's about need for its cause. I don't care how worse it makes things. But it doesn't. Alright? And what it is the facts. See, when it comes to that fact, you always want to get out something out. You don't really have the time to just leave it by its own and not really do anything about it. And then more likely, you're not expected to care, but you should. Too lazy to get in good habits. Too lazy to have fun. Too lazy to play. Too lazy to enjoy interesting things. Some people are just making themselves bored to death, being on their phones 24/7. And I know I won't mention. But I'm trying to make a good way for her. I'm trying to make a good way for that person. Therefore, even though they do a lot of things 24/7, but the good fact that maybe one day they could hope to go to heaven. But yeah, that's the thing. Alright? It's feeding in too much. It's fighting a lot. It's coming in there and then. It's always by, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm tired of it. They think everything is embarrassing. Some people think everything is weird. Most things are weird. I mean, I get it. You don't know what's in people's mind, but so what? I understand their purposes. That's why I know better than I did before. But, and then, people always, I always say this to myself. Because my dad tells me, the older you get, the wiser you become, and I understand that. But not in those type of ways. But, as I got older to this age, I said 2 months ago, being older is better than being younger. Because it makes a good of itself. Therefore, so much the hard to fight over. Now, I do want to say this one last time. It's putting out there and then it's struggle. You attack somebody, then it's calling it big weed. You don't know how to handle those situations unless you talk to a counselor. They want the counselor to help them, but counselors don't always do the job. Counselors don't always make the easy work.